Okay, so let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at a story that kicks off with a single, really controversial social media post, one that used an AI-generated video to push the boundaries of political attacks. But it doesn't stop there. It spirals into a much bigger conversation about political decency and what one former president ended up calling an assault on America's core values. And this quote right here is really at the heart of the whole thing. I mean, when a former president like Barack Obama says something this direct, you just have to ask, what could have possibly prompted this? What happened that made him feel he had to speak out like this? All right, so to really understand Obama's reaction, we have to go back to the source of all the controversy, the post itself. Let's just break down the facts of what we know happened. So here's the rundown. A racist AI-generated video, the kind of content that's becoming alarmingly easy to create, showed up on President Trump's official social media. It depicted the Obamas as apes. Now, the timing here is absolutely critical. This was posted right at the start of Black History Month, which, as you can imagine, just poured gasoline on the fire. The video was eventually deleted. Well, the backlash was immediate and it was intense. So how did the administration react? That brings us to the official defense they put forward. The official response was, well, it was interesting. It was this kind of two-layered defense. On one side, you had the White House press secretary brushing off the public anger, calling it fake outrage. She also blamed a staffer, saying they erroneously posted the clip. But on the other side, you had President Trump himself, who was completely defiant about it. He told reporters point blank, "I didn't make a mistake. No apology, no walking it back." And for a little while, that seemed to be the end of it. But then the whole story took a really significant turn when the subject of that video, former President Obama, decided it was time to respond himself. What's interesting is how Obama framed his response. He didn't just make it about a personal attack on him and his family. He said that this kind of thing is deeply troubling to a lot of Americans, including himself. So he was really positioning his reaction as something much bigger, a reflection of how a lot of people in the country were feeling. And this is such a memorable line. He basically characterized the whole political circus as a clown show, something happening on social media and TV. He called it a distraction. But a distraction from what? That's the real question he was getting at. And this really gets us to the absolute core of his argument. Was he this concerned just because of one offensive AI-generated video? Or did he see this as a symptom of something much deeper and, frankly, much more dangerous? This is where things get really serious. Obama used this moment to sound an alarm, what he himself called a wake-up call. He started connecting the dots between this one social media post and a much larger, more disturbing pattern. He argued this wasn't just some isolated incident happening in a vacuum. He drew a straight line from the lack of decorum in that post to other very serious issues. He specifically brought up the unprecedented nature of ICE crackdowns in Minneapolis, the tactic of federal agents using 5-year-olds to bait their parents, and the unexplained deaths of Alex Preddy and Renee Good. And this, right here, is his bottom line. He's saying that post wasn't just an insult. No, it was a signal, a wake-up call for every single American. It doesn't matter what party you are in. He argued it was proof that the country's core values were literally under assault. So that's where this whole thing leaves us. You have Obama presenting these two ideas, a political clown show designed to distract us, and at the same time, a genuine assault on values. As AI technology makes creating and spreading content like this easier and faster than ever, the whole incident leaves us with a really critical question. In today's world, how do we even tell the difference? And at what point does a distraction become a full-blown assault?